Crime is becoming increasingly sophisticated, and in our hyper-connected world, in which value chains are closely integrated, criminal activities can have bigger impacts. Financial institutions seem overwhelmed by the task they face. I believe there are two big problems that need to be addressed. Firstly, investment is focused on the wrong areas. There is a lack of investment in specialists, infrastructure and systems to proactively identify and prevent causes of financial crime. Secondly, we need better support from authorities. There is too much emphasis on banks to do the jobs of everyone else, and they suffer sanctions if something slips through the net. On both counts, the current situation is unsustainable. Criminals are generally more innovative and more agile than banks. They are comfortable using new technologies and crossing borders. In this way, they are pretty successful at staying one step ahead. To combat this, banks need to get to grips with three challenges: agility, risk and culture. They must be more agile, as our environment is changing quicker than ever. This can be achieved through a better use of digitalization and artificial intelligence to analyze huge volumes of data and flag issues for human intervention. And by using true specialists, whether in-house or external business partners. It seems too obvious to say that specialists are needed to fight financial crime, but I will say it because I'm not convinced that banks have yet got the message. They need more people with deep knowledge of the issues and equip them with the tools to do their jobs. Banks also need to get better at risk profiling, more dynamic in defining high-risk countries and high-risk industries, and continuously revisit and re-evaluate to stay on top of things as circumstances change. And something I've been talking about for a long time. They need to embed a truly effective compliance culture in the organization. This must be lived and breathed by senior management, because unless you set the right culture, nothing else you do will make any difference. Regulation will always be one step behind crime, because it is generally developed as a reaction to a problem. By the time the regulation has been implemented, the problem has already evolved. We need more forward-looking regulations beyond the banking sector. Of course, that's easier said than done. Financial crime is an international business. We need a joined-up, cross-border approach to tackling it. Authorities need to speak to each other, domestically and internationally. They need to share transparent and comprehensive information. Meaningful progress against financial crime can only be made through collaboration. That means financial institutions playing their part in preventative measures, but also the authorities helping to enable this. At the end of the day, it comes down to everyone playing their part. Authorities and the public seem to look to banks to lead the fight against money laundering and financial crime. This is too simplistic. Banks are just one piece, although an important piece, of the puzzle.